Hi, everyone. Welcome to, yeah, it is Friday, just in case you were confused, because I know some of you have gotten a holiday this week. So, but yes, today is FriYay. Welcome. Not much yay, but
We'll just call it Fry.
we'll call it Fry, and it's a
Happy
day.
Fry.
But here we are. And thank you for coming early this week. Next week, we are back on track to our regular time. So, but thank you for coming early this week, as I am still not in my own time zone. So here we are. Anyway, thank you for some of the questions that are already coming in. It's good to see you all. As you know, Friday is all about current topics and questions. And boy, Lisa, on Wednesday when I did Inquiring Minds, we had a lot of great questions that came in, and I was not able to tackle them all. So
Okay.
hopefully we'll get some more of those questions back in. And
All right. Yeah, bring it on, guys. Whatever
yeah,
you've got about
bring it on.
any current topics.
And so Connie says, I watched Biden's Wisconsin rally just now. He was on fire.
I watched it too. He was on fire.
Yay. That's so great to hear.
Yeah, he did
And
really
so
well.
hopefully we can get some of these naysayers off the news channels and like that. Hi, 50 Shades of Purple.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's been hanging on to the last debate and all that. We all watched it together on this channel, the first debate, and it's almost like, I mean, think of any sports event, any tournament, stuff like that. You're gonna have your games where you're just a little off.
Yeah.
You don't choose the champion based off of any one thing. So
Exactly.
I'm still confident. And I mean, I always say I'm really optimistic anyway, but I don't think it's over. So hang in there, guys. Hang in there.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. Well, I feel better. So we'll see you guys later.
So happy Fry, and we'll see y'all next week.
Happy Fry. One thing is that I do know going into this season before we hit World Wonky, because we knew Wonky was coming, but Spirit said we were going to have to be a little bit more intentional about finding joy. So let's continue to do that. Be intentional about finding joy in our life so we don't fall into the pits of some of this energy that's swinging at us. Literally, right?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And be mindful of what you read and what you watch on television and, just whatever the buzz is for the moment. Consider your sources sometimes. And one thing that I think we all as a group are really good at is hanging on to the critical thinking, trusting your instincts on things. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe the polls. I say that over and over again too. But anyway, back to what Debbie was saying. Yes, collectively and being in a good space, and yes, spirit is asking a lot of us right this moment, and but we can definitely pull through.
Yeah, and thank you, Lisa Foster. Yes, I'm supposed to talk about this. I'm going to be setting up something to get my cards back out. I've sold out, and I've been getting a lot of requests for them again. They are super. I'm not just saying this, but they are very calming to use because of the colors that I was guided to use for them. But also, they do have little helps. And so it helps with your readings. And you can use them strictly as the Linnerman method. But I also have I did also add some more oracle cards to them. So you're getting more than just the liniment. So, here's one, and so that's an example of one. Here's another one. Together we can. So I need the pre-orders before I can order it, because it asks for pretty much a big amount of money out front to be able to order a pile of them, to make them. So Donna O'Brien, thank you for asking, how do we pre-order? I'm going to set that up on my website. I'll let you know as soon as I get that set up, and then we'll start the pre-order. And that way, then I can afford to order the bulk I need. All right. Because we want to do, I want to order at least 100 of them, to make them affordable for us, because the more I order, the less it is on our end, right? So it'll be a better price for everyone. Yeah. Anyway, you all know the gig. Thank you, Lisa. That's very kind. All right. So I will let you know as soon as that is up in place, and we will get those ordered, get that going. So super excited about that. All righty. So there was one, let me see if it came through from my members. Not yet. Okay. So, we were talking about about 45 in members group today, and how he was complaining about being cold. Do you remember that? He was complaining about being cold when he was in the courtroom.
Mhm.
Well, apparently a bunch of people had gotten together and had done the whole put your name on a piece of paper and put it in a bag with put it in ice and put it in the freezer.
Oh, I got you. I see where you're going with this. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's me, deer in the headlights when people talk about like that. But I
Gotcha.
guess, I thought that was pretty cool. No pun
Well,
intended.
let's kick it up a notch. Take those pieces of paper and like flush them down the toilet or something. That works. Hint, hint. Do other things with that paper.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't just put it in the freezer.
And let's put this up here. 50 Shades says, I think this whole replace Biden narrative is being exploited and expanded by bot farms owned by foreign countries and MAGA-owned media to sow chaos in the Dem party. Even the New York Times is now right. Oh, so the New York Times is right-leaning too?
I never got the feeling that he was going to pull out on his own at all. And he actually, if anybody watched the Wisconsin thing that just happened about an hour ago, he completely went there, was like, no, I'm not pulling out. So
Yeah, he's not. And
yeah.
so, and I don't put it past the bot thing, and that they are going to take this narrative. They're going to push those types of narratives.
Yes.
So we just need to push back
That's what I'm
our
saying.
own.
Yes.
The truth,
Use
the
your,
truth. So
use your insight.
Kevin, I got your questions. I have them starred. So all the questions coming in. So I don't feel like you have to keep writing them, because I know that that's a pain. But we got your question, and we will be able to look at one of those questions today for sure. So Rob, so this is news to me. I didn't know that the New York Times has gone off the deep end here. Why do they? I just don't get it. Come on, news people, be better. Be better. Everybody right now, everybody here with us right now, just say in your heart or out loud, be better. We can just move that energy. Be better. Ooh, and it's 4:11 here right now. So right at 4:11, be better. Love it. Ooh, I just got hot too. So we just pushed some energy, guys, and we did that together. Thank you. Wow.
And
You
it's
guys are
111 where Kim is.
Whoa. Whoa. All right. Oh. So, okay. So, all right. Back this. Wow, Constance. Well, this is not good. But I did hear also from the members that some of them are actually contacting these places. They've contacted MSNBC. They've contacted CNN. They're voicing their opinions about it, about the ridiculousness. So maybe that's what we need to do too.
I love that. That's the push that needs to happen.
Yeah.
How far do you get being polite sometimes? I think it does make a difference to make that move, send that email, make that phone call. Definitely cast the vote.
Exactly.
Stuff too. So get involved any way you can. It's going to make a difference.
Christy says, I don't get what the issue is. We all know Biden is 81 and can absolutely have a bad day or two. On his worst day, he is far better choice than a convicted felon and pathological liar and rapist. Thank you very much. Right. So yeah, 100%.
This is probably completely me going off the rails because I do that. But I mean, look at what's going on this year with with music and stuff. The Stones are like on fire. They're all 100 years old. Nobody,
no one says anything about that.
Nobody says anything about Mick Jagger shimmying around on the stage like he still thinks he's 20 and all that stuff. But I mean, there are a lot of artists that are on tour this year that are in their 80s, and just the age thing with the politics is I think it's another case of paying more attention to the superficial stuff. Nobody's paying attention to what is being said and what facts are being presented.
Yeah.
It's how you look, how you act, how old you are. If your gait was a little off when you jumped off of a plane, it's like, I don't give a shit. He can tuck and roll all day long, but if he's doing his job, then I'm all about it. If it's integrity is what I'm looking for.
He can tuck and roll all day.
He can tuck and roll all day. As long as somebody pick his little butt up, that's fine.
Oh my gosh. Cindy Lou says Biden has a bad day and everyone's calling for him to leave. And Trump is convicted felon and rapist, like you said. And no one once said, maybe you shouldn't run for president. Exactly. Right. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you like that? Ridiculous.
And don't get me started on the immunity thing again, but how interesting is it? Not only do we have a felon running, but immunity is so important. I mean, it's like a double whammy. The felon wants the immunity, of course. Yeah. Why not? It's just crazy.
It's crazy town.
It's like a movie that you're a cast member in and you can't get the hell out of.
It's like, and you can't get out of the theater fast enough because you can't unsee it. Yeah, horrible. All
right.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
Bring her down. Joanne says, why isn't the news covering the Epstein and Trump news? Holy cow. Did you see some of that coming out? I've seen some of that. I've read on that. I've shared it on some of my platforms that I can keep that going. But it is some very horrific stuff that came out with Epstein's stuff. The thing that bugs me, Joanne, is that this has not been a secret from people. It was brought out to us, but behind the scenes, people knew what was in these books or whatever this was, wherever this information, they already knew this stuff. And yes, Trump with a 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's
so this stuff is there. And why do some people feel that like this should be big news? And they've been sitting on this.
Right.
And why aren't the news places bringing this out?
Well, that's the big thing. The reason why they're not is probably something to look at.
Exactly.
That means there are people that don't want that to come out.
Mm-hmm. And here's the deal. Since 2022, since Roe was overturned, not that this is connected, but just to know, you guys, Roe was overturned in 2022, right? Since then, in the United States, we've had 133,000 plus reported is a big word, reported rapes in the United States. Can you wrap your mind around that number? Why isn't the energy why aren't we looking at that? Here we go. So this whole underlining yucky in this system that has been built where women being assaulted, raped, their free will being stolen from them on a daily basis is normalized. They're normalizing
Well,
130,000, right?
welcome to the handwives tale stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Women are intended to be back, property.
They think exactly. There you go. They
Yeah.
normalize this because we're still property.
Mhm.
We're just property, so it doesn't matter.
It's irrelevant.
So then we start looking at children's clothes. They put little boys in T-shirts that have dragons and dinosaurs and alligators and bear, and then they put little girls in clothes that have bunnies and butterflies
All
and
the softer,
yeah, the
passive.
predators on the boys' shirts and the little soft.
That's where you start. That's where it begins. Taking away their power. You know.
I mean, we got to we need to
Yeah.
do better. Let's do better. Okay, everybody, let's do better as a society. But yeah, that all this stuff, Joanne, it's just horrific. And if you read some of the stuff that Joanne's talking about, all this stuff coming out um, about the narrative that they were telling the girls, that once they had them trapped in, all of a sudden they were in trouble. They were poor. You know what I mean? They started that narrative on them to hold them captive, hold them hostage in this situation. Kim. Rabbits can be just as brutal. Well,
I
to each
definitely.
other, that's true. Well,
I
that's
think.
the thing, Kim.
I think the mere fact that women are being so pushed on the back burner and the rights are being taken away, and that's such a motive. I think that is indicative of the fact that women have become so powerful and so strong and so
Mm,
independent, and have really become a lot of, a lot of high positions, a lot
mm,
in the workforce, in politics, everywhere. And that's scary for people, especially people who
mhm,
are so right wing and the Federalists and all that stuff, if you want to go there. So this
mhm.
is it's the thing where something's got to move. What is it? What's that saying? What happens when an unstoppable force comes into contact with an immovable object? That's kind of what's going on right now. So it's like things are coming together, things are coming to a head, and that's why I feel like it's come to a point where the women are being pushed down so hard right now
Yeah.
because we're a force. We're scary. We're
Yes, we are.
intimidating. And it's
Let's
true,
do
and it's not, you don't have to be a woman to say it. I mean, it's a fact. It really is. So um the times are changing, and it's time to do our shit again. So here we go.
And I'm going to back you right up with that 100%. So, in the members, I did do a little reading um, because we could. And so we looked at the election again, Biden versus 45. Um, guess what 45 cards showed? 100%, you guys, women taking him down because of us, and because of the oppression that we are under right now, that's what takes him down. He will not win. And Biden's card showed wonderful that divine appointment and success for him. He will be the winner, you guys. He will get in for the next 4 years. That's what
Right
I'm
on.
saying. Mm-hmm. So,
Go blue.
go blue. And yes, Lisa, you're right on the money with that. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is turning century woman will be revolution. We are the revolutionists. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and Connie says, remember Trump's Miss Universe. I feel too that we're gonna. A lot of things are going to come out of in regard to that as well, Connie. That Prince Charming said something back here that I thought was worth saying.
That's right, Marky Brown.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, Prince Charming's mom says we need to take away Viagra. Absolutely, like holy cow! All right, yes, Marky, love it. Okay.
We haven't even taken any questions yet.
We have not done questions yet. We got on some soapboxes, but all good stuff.
It's hard not to, but I think it's stuff that needs to be thrown out there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Scott, Scorpio, Sun Tarot. Connie.
Connie,
just take that Viagra, put it in some ice, and put it in the freezer.
That'll stop some action.
That'll stop some action somewhere. Apparently.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. All right. Valeria says the polls are Biden 40. Some current polls show Biden up, and so 56 and 45 at 36 in women's support in the women's. Okay, yeah, that's right, Connie. Little Brit witch's brew.
I still want to know who's taking those polls, though. I know everybody likes to say what the polls are, but
I never. Okay.
Have you ever been asked to take a poll? Ever?
No.
I haven't either.
But way back in the day, in the 80s, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All righty. So let's take a. Okay, Catherine, I got that. We have a legit question came in from Catherine. Okay, so let's look at the starred things I've starred here. Let's see if we have questions here. All right. Okay, Julie's going to start us off here. Hi, Julie. How is Steve Bannon adjusting to his new home? Has he already been?
Like, is he in there? I think he's in there.
Is that called remanded or whatever?
I think he's officially in.
He's officially in jail now?
I think so.
Of course, I didn't see any reporting on the news of that.
I thought July 1st was when he was supposed to go in. But I never really followed up on that. Yeah, Spiritual Sean said less shirts. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be able to be Stevie 3 shirts in there. He'll
July
be Stevie 1 shirt.
July 1st was his first, he had to report day. Okay, so let's take a look.
You got a donation, Debbie?
Oh, Catherine, thank you. Blessings. Very kind. He's an interesting character. When I step into his energy, he's just an interesting character. He just feels like he just doesn't give a care. I just don't give it care.
Well, even before throwing cards, first thing that popped in my mind was detox. I think he's detoxing while he's in there.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm getting a card that indicates that, but that's my first feeling is he's having to adjust. That might be part of the numb feeling that you're getting. I don't think he's himself yet to be able to realize where the F he is what I'm picking up on.
Okay, so maybe that's
maybe that's what you're getting. Okay, so I tried to use the fun cards on this one, but I'm not getting really fun answers though. I did get a no. I got no card. It wasn't a yes, no question, but I would think that that's some denial of where he is. Coward. I got that. I got something on health. I got fast, which is interesting. I got past. And then the last one I got was conflict in space. So, I mean, a lot of that could be, the space is restricted upon him now. He doesn't have the space he's used to. He's probably reflecting upon his past. It probably feels like it's moved really fast. I'm sure his health is not great. And I don't know if he's in general population. I don't know if it works that way. If he is, God help him, because that's not going to be the place for him. But I think there's a lot of adjusting, detoxing, and it hasn't hit home yet, is what I'm feeling on my end.
And as time goes forward, though, after this is going to hit him hard, because I think what we kind of tapped in on with that feeling of like not hitting him, he was waiting for a way out. He was still waiting for something to come through to like save him from this, but it didn't happen, guys. That did not happen. And he's behind that rock, and you got blood on his hands. So I did pull some other cards. This is where he's going. This is the Nine of Swords. He is fearful. He is feeling very defeated and no way out now. Yeah. So that's what's happening. Ooh, they don't go together. All right.
So Gigi, it is general population, huh? Interesting.
Is that where he's at, general?
I think that's what she means. Yeah, that's
okay.
not gonna be
good. Yeah, he doesn't have. It's a minimum security prison.
Yeah.
Feeling defeated, and very much so. All right, so there you go. All right, Kevin. Kevin wants to know, hi, Kevin. Any precautions for students traveling from Pakistan to Hungary in 2024? He has a friend that's moving, a student friend who will be moving. And so wanted to know about any type of movement there. Pakistan to Hungary.
It's quite a transition there. Right.
Kevin, I feel good about it. I'm not seeing any big red flags for him or in general students traveling, but I did want to look at him. It's extra precautions here. You have all your paper, everything very, very organized. That will be important, but I do see him traveling. I don't see a pause in that. And I'm looking for students in general. You just have to make sure you have that paperwork. All in order.
Yeah, on my end, it feels like there's something surrounding finances with this, mainly. It's not so much safety, something with finances. I got the King of Pentacles. I also got the Ace of Pentacles. So that seems to be of importance there. With the Two of Swords, balance. I don't know if that's balance as in whatever their education may be, weighed in with, personal life or something, life balance, something. And temperance makes me feel like there's something about the timing of the travel that's important.
He's struggling with a job.
Okay, struggling with a job. Well, there you go. Yeah, there's something about the timing with finances. Definitely a lot of getting out of your own way, kind of in your head kind of stuff. But safety, I'm not getting anything like that. Over here, I'm just mainly getting finances.
So super important with travel anywhere right now. When you're going to other countries or whatever, just be aware of the restrictions and really be very clear in what you have. So traveling light would be important, and don't have any weirdness tucked away. No secret oils or anything.
And keep lines of communication open too with your home base, right? So should you need to get a little backup from miles away, some kind of a way. Every time your friend makes a move or an adjustment, make sure that he or she checks in to let whoever needs to know what's going on. I think that's important too.
Yeah. So I do see travel and people doing it. This is the ship card, and that's all about travel and distance, foreign travel. That's what this is all about, and that's the card that came out. And so just super, super great. You have the grateful, the creating yourself, and just breathe. It's all going to be okay. So this is very positive to get with that card. And the outcome there is anchor. And that's also a perfect position for that. And that's that secure, grounded place. So he's going to get where he needs to go. And students in general, if they keep it clean, are going to get where they need to go. And it's going to be okay. I think it's okay. I think the travel is okay to.
Right on.
Yeah. So, especially for him. Okay. All right. No rubbing. Yeah, exactly. Got to be careful what you're packing. Don't take anything weird. So anyway, Kevin, I hope that helps. Blessings. All right. Let's go down to.
You're welcome, Kevin.
You're welcome. All right, Catherine. Do you still not see Trump on the ballot? Let's take a look. And the reason she's asking this, for those of you who haven't heard this out of my mouth before, for the longest time, I saw something happening right before ballot time, and he's not even on the ballot. What's going on? So let's take a look and see if that's shifted at all.
Well, my pendulum did the middle of the road thing, so that always means I need to do something else over here.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
I mean, you might be onto something here.
There's something that pauses him, but I don't know about if, maybe he will make the book. See, the thing is I get things in metaphor. Something's going to take place that's really going to disrupt his run here for the White House. Biden will get the White House. Okay, so I do want to show you that again. He gets the White House. But something may be revealed in regard to 45's connection to Russia.
Girl, that's what I've got over here. I'm not even kidding.
Okay.
Because I got that there's going to be a change. I got the Two of Pentacles here. There's going to be a change of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
When I get this card and we're talking about him, it's the Empress, but it reminds me of Mother Russia every time I get this card.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you got the Empress too.
Mm-hmm.
I got Justice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Love. So that's the connection with Russia.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be something fast moving with this Chariot. And I got the Queen of Cups, which is the therapist in this deck. And when I get her, that means more things are coming out or somebody's going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's going to be spilling some beans for sure. I'm totally getting that there is some kind of an interruption, and it could very well be something connected with Russia.
Mm. Yeah. So that, again, that's coming out. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, something is coming out with him. His connection again,
Mm-hmm.
and that it is coming out. It's going to be revealed. Snake, ring, and garden. That talks about some kind of loyalty and contract. His snaky loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yay, Catherine. Thank you so much. I certainly will pass that on to her. Very kind.
No, thank you, Catherine. It's sweet. Appreciate that.
Very much appreciated. Yeah, so that it's definitely coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Something's gonna come to the surface.
And you know what it made me think of just right off the bat? It could just be random, but I almost feel like Putin is taking offense to Trump trying to step forward as such a dictator, because I think that's stepping on his.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like Putin's kind of like, you know what? Look at him over there trying to be somebody, when that's what I do, and I do it well, you know. So he's just like, I think he's a little offended to be placed in the same category as his puppet. So I think that's a problem.
His puppet. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So interesting. So interesting. But we'll keep looking at it, Catherine. You guys, we'll keep looking at this. See if it changes. Because people are involved, you know, in that energy. We can only do how the energy is, how it's going right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's definitely worth looking at again down the line.
Yeah. Okay. Back up to the top here. Got that one. Okay, this is an interesting question. I have no idea, Michelle. Okay. Yes, spiritual Sean. That could be classified docs given to Russia. Well, it'll be interesting to see, but we keep our eye open for what it is. Obviously, that could come out. My phone keeps going wacko here, so I'm going to take a look.
So is mercenary boss Eric Prince involved in a plot to manipulate or sabotage elections in swing states?
Okay, so let's take a look. What did you get?
I haven't even done it yet. I'm trying to absorb the question because I'm not familiar with
Okay.
Prince.
Manipulate, sabotage elections, and some. Is Eric Prince involved in? Because we know that sabotage and manipulation are happening there, but is he involved?
Yeah, I got a teeny weeny. Well, it was struggling. Excuse me. I got kind of a teeny weeny yes, but I'm going to throw the kipper and see what happens over here.
Ooh, we like the kipper. We like when you do that, Lisa.
Hey. All right. Are you getting anything?
Yeah, actually, get one that. I have the birds and the fish, so that's a lot of connection and communication. A lot to do with the abundance of communication there, an
Okay.
overflow of a communication. I know that it's but you also have this bond and commitment. He's very loyal to the snake. So there is some connection to that. And it also talks about this is also about creating distractions any way that you can. So when you read these together, you're looking at creating distractions however you can. So if that means there is it looks like there possibly is a connection there. What are you getting?
Yeah, I think that there's some truth to what you said about there's definitely somebody or some entity moving things around. Maybe not necessarily Eric, but
Oh,
I did get change and I got gift. Got something about a main female. Interesting. But then I got toil and labor, false person, and coffin. So it almost
okay. So it's gonna be stopped.
yeah, whatever is going to interfere, it's going to be nipped, I think. But the attempt is there for sure. The attempt is definitely there, is what I'm feeling. That toil and labor, gift, change, the efforts are there for sure. But it's not going to follow through.
Okay, thank you, Connie. That helps. His sister is Betty DeVos.
Okay. Is this the
Betsy,
main female
Betsy
false
DeVos.
person?
She was, you remember, she was the one that was in charge of education.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
the
Well,
horrible person involved with that. Yeah.
well,
So that all makes a little, that makes sense.
yeah, it does make sense.
Christy says they are both gross.
They're both gross. That's funny.
Yeah.
Both gross.
Bo DeVos is into trafficking.
All right.
Interesting. Okay.
Hi, Dinah.
Hi, Dinah. All right. Here.
Oh, and Lisa's barfing.
Yeah,
They're really gross.
Barfing. All right.
They're super gross.
Okay. All right. I kind of wanted to look at this question. Hi, Heather. Thank you for the question. And but I kind of want to see. I wanted to step into the energy of Melania and Ivanka. That's going to give us a better feeling of things, right? So let's look at how they're feeling.
Melania and Ivanka.
How is Melania and Ivanka? I'm going to throw two lines, one with Melania and one with Ivanka, and kind of see what we got going on here.
I'm writing down stuff. I feel compelled to write.
I'm feeling compelled.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look. No.
I do think that the two of them have one thing in common, and that is with Melania, her son, and with Ivanka, her kids. The main thing they're thinking about is
Okay.
the preservation of their kids' future. I mean,
Uh-huh.
this is like a train wreck, right? So
Uh-huh.
I'm getting some of that.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
gonna throw some books.
We're definitely on the same page with that.
Okay. But go for it if you've already got some. I'm just now shuffling.
Okay. So their main thing is they're on board with they keeping the gold mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they, as long as they can keep hold of their money, but behind closed doors, not in the public, reality is they think he's just exposed and just exposed weirdo. They
Mm-hmm.
both are thinking, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
he's just exposing more and more of, they see him as this is how they see him. You guys can read the cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're
Vulnerable wackadoo.
yeah, but they're going to keep up the front because they're trying to lasso the gold mine.
Yeah, I had a couple of cards that made me lean more towards what Melania is feeling. And I think that targeting the past is a lot of noise for her. I think she's tired of hearing it. It's the ultimate. Who wants to hear, whether you're with your current partner or not, how many times do you want to hear who they've been trying to climb up on, and who they've been um, unjustly, assaulting or anything like that? I think those kinds of things, Melania is over it. She's just like, I'm tired of hearing about it. Along the lines of Ivanka, I think she really does see the destruction, the breakdown of the family, the brand, right? The Trump brand. She is looking to the future. She's concerned about great loss. I think that's the money loss
Mm-hmm.
for sure. She's trying to stay busy, I think, is interesting.
Oh,
And there's a little fear there. So she's a little fearful of
okay.
what's going to happen. But I do feel like the common denominator is both of them are concerned about offspring, their future. I think they're really trying to. All the kids. I don't know how old Ivanka's kids are. Surely they can read by now. How much explaining do you have to do when your kids are asking you what's going on with grandpa? And then with Baron, it's like, okay, well, I'm a young adult now, and my dad is completely, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, that's the stuff I'm getting.
Spot on. Yeah. Yeah. It's all about fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's some more cards on that. Just back, but again, it's all about the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go figure. Jeez. All right. Cindy, I love this. Hi, Cindy. So Cindy says, will Biden take advantage of his newly acquired immunity to neutralize part of the right? Which a lot of folks are talking about. If you're into TikTok or any of those, there are a lot of folks are talking about it. And
I mean, he's in a tough spot because then it boils down to, is it if you, do you join in on the lack of integrity, or do you stand by your own integrity? I mean, he could get in there and jack up a whole bunch of stuff, right? But he holds himself to a higher standard than to just go in there and start manipulating a whole like recklessly.
right.
I think he's going to do something though. I think there's a move he can make.
He's got something up. He's going to hold that right up his sleeve.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see him making a big.
No, he's not going to
right now,
no.
especially before the election.
Right. Now, roles reversed, though, of course. Trump would be in there erasing things, deleting things. He'd be acting like he did when the Obamas left the White House. He couldn't erase everything fast enough, right? So, but I think Biden's going to handle it with kid gloves.
Yeah. Yeah. He, and I, it's just totally, I threw some cards on it.
Okay.
Totally just backed up what you said.
Okay, cool.
You might as well have been reading my.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's this isn't part of what he would do. Like integrity, the whole, this is wrong type of thing. And, but there he is, King of Cups. He's my King of Cups. And that you have the Six of Cups and you have the Temperance in, reverse, which talks about he feels that's way off balance and he's not going to, anyway, so he's not going to do it. However, so we're not going to see him make a big move. He is holding something up his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
You have the High Priestess and the Four of Pentacles. That's holding on. He is holding on to something up his sleeve. So if he needs to pull on that, he will. But other than that, he's like, that's way off.
Yeah.
I'm not a king. I'm not a dictator. This is you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So. Yeah. It's not his nature.
So we'll see. He does have something up his sleeve to possibly. And I do feel they are talking about stuff. Again, I do feel they are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not going to abuse power. He won't. The abuse of power. He won't.
Can he? I don't know. Should I say this on?
Of course, we all want him to, right? Like,
is it too twisted if he did something like? I'm not saying this is what I'm getting, but I'm just talking. Was it too twisted if he's in there and he says something like, "If you're a felon, you can't run for president"?
See, there's so many things.
You know what I mean? Because then, done.
Done.
Game over.
Game over. Checkmate.
Right.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to touch base on this really quick, Sunny, just because I read on this before and we're getting close to the end of the hour. But I just read on this on Wednesday, and it looks like it looked like it was going to be a good interview. I think you'll be happy with it, Sunny. I think we all will.
Mm-hmm.
It showed Biden in a good light.
He's kind of on a roll right now. Mm-hmm. I think he's kind of.
Let's keep that roll on up.
Yeah. He's feeling good.
Constance brings up the call them to task for not talking Project 2025 every day. And so it's out there. It's published in entirety. And I can tell you there are so many, Rachel Maddow, she's been talking nonstop about it. There's several people who are really, really bringing that out, the Project 2025. If you guys haven't read it, or there's tons of YouTubes on it, tons of places you can find it written in its entirety, and get it out there.
And you really have to be like intentionally ready to absorb what that provides, because it's a lot, guys. It's
a lot.
You know how we're all touchy feely, absorby, spongy here, and it's a lot of crappy energy. So it's important to know what it contains, but I'm just saying be ready, because it's a lot to take on. But what exactly that's about? It's a lot.
Okay, so let's see, we have time for one more here, I think, and then we'll do the overall card for all of us, spirit message.
Oh my gosh, we've been on for an hour already.
I know, because we got on our soapbox at the beginning.
Yeah, you're right. The first 45 minutes were
sorry, guys, but we had to talk it out.
Us bitching.
Had to talk that stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christy, for sure. Yes, Liz. Yes, you gotta take a shower when you're done.
It
is. It's one of those.
Okay. We'll shine the light 222. Hello.
Hi.
Will Trump be charged for the 13-year-old girl that he raped? So, just sending love and light. From what I understand, and you guys can just send your love and light out to all the well, they're now women who were victimized in this ring, and a couple of them have took their own lives due to all this. Just so not right. Their free will was taken from them.
When I used the pendulum, it was doing that trembling thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't
like,
so there's like a lot to this.
Carol says statues of limitations have passed. Do they still have statues of limitations when it's in regard to
rape? I mean, I don't know, because I mean, look at all the stuff with what's his name? Diddy, and I think well, I don't know. That's a different thing altogether. I don't know. I'm not sure.
They're definitely going after him, but it's still kind of in a place of the moon. It's still kind of there's something that's not being revealed fully yet, but they definitely.
Smiling Heart said, "Isn't it by state?"
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you have cards yet?
I have the Tears, the Repairman, and the Knight. And I feel like I feel like a no for the official charge, maybe. But
yeah, I'm not sure. I shouldn't have used the Kipper on this, because I'm not getting it.
It doesn't. It's harder to read.
Yeah. I did get the child card in here.
Okay.
So I did get that, and surrounding that card in the front of it, I got community. I got house, And then behind the child, I got wealthy man,
Okay.
and I got gift. So I'm not sure.
Oh, because he did go behind and pay some of these off,
Okay.
right? So you
Maybe.
can go in and you can find some of these court filings, literally that are public, and you can see some of these court filings, and where they all of a sudden stopped because they were paid off, right?
Right.
Or the parents were, or whoever. But this is definitely,
This is a tough one for me. I don't have a definite.
yeah. And I keep getting pretty much the same cards. It's just like they want to keep it hidden. But they're not going to, I don't think it's going to be totally dropped. And I got the tears in the repairman again. And I shuffled all these cards.
It's with that repairman. I mean, it's almost like there's enough of this incident where there's like a blinder in front of it. It's definitely been repaired somehow to be hidden really well. The circumstances of it.
Yeah. Anyway, well, let's keep hoping that things come to the surface so it's out there, and we can get some redemption for these people, all the gals involved here. Horrible. All right, so we are at the end. We are at the end of our time together today, but we like to end it on a more positive note where we can get a message from Spirit for all of us. So that's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do.
Get a message from Spirit for us. Boop.
Oh, well.
Embrace your transformation. Embrace your transformation. Go ahead, Lisa.
I drew two because the first one was just kind of, I don't know, I felt like I needed to just draw two. They're both good. The first one says natural healing power. That's just all it says, natural healing power. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Oof.
And then the second card says, and this one kind of reminds me of when we were on our soapboxes in the beginning. It says life lessons again. I think it's, we are fighting a lot of the same things that relatives of ours fought 50 years ago, 70 years ago. So here we go again. So I think it's coming around. It's just time to refresh everybody's memory on what the right thing is to do. So natural healing power and life lessons again. That's what I got.
Oof, I love that. And that has something to when you talk about embracing that, your transformation, that goes right along with that. Bronze Stage, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Your spirit team wants you to know that you are being held. They are hugging you. Know that things that are, it might, when things feel really unsettling right now, know that this is all we're moving in a positive direction. So this is positive. This is bringing in positive change, a positive transition, a positive new phase. But getting there feels hard, but know that you're being held again. And step into your power. Empower yourself to change your narrative. So when things are hard, you have the power over them with how you respond and what your narrative. So be empowered. So blessings to you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I know this was earlier than normal. We will be back normal next week, but thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for all those who donated. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And moderators, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Members, thank you. Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you. Love you all. Lisa, thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you, Debbie.
And blessings. And we'll see you all on our regular channels. You know where to find us. And I put Susan Riz's comment up here because I thought, yep, Biden 2024. We got this. Yay! All right, take care, guys. Love you.
Bye, guys.